let's talk about why do business owners refuse to delegate tasks? You hear them. They say things like, you know what? Nobody can do it like me. It's just faster if I do it myself. Or you know what? I don't want any mistakes. And look, on the surface, that probably sounds responsible. But here's the truth. That mindset is exactly what keeps you stuck, overworked, and you're capped at a certain level. See, delegation isn't about letting go of control. It's the opposite. It's about changing what you actually control. So what I want to do is I want to show you how to delegate without quality slipping and without going into chaos. And most importantly, without you becoming the bottleneck in this whole freaking business. So why delegation fails? Delegation fails for one simple reason. People delegate tasks, but never transfer standards. They say, here, do this, but they never actually define what done actually looks like. So what happens? Well, the employee guesses, and guess what guessing happens? It creates inconsistency. If quality drops after delegation, it's not a people problem. It's a clarity problem. You didn't lose control. You never installed it. Now, here is the shift that you have to make. You don't delegate outcomes. What you delegate is processes. Your job is not to control every action. Your job is to control the system. And when you build the right system, the thing is any trained person can deliver consistent quality. Consistency is the key. Perfection doesn't scale. But you know what does? Systems. If your business only works when you have to touch everything, look, you don't own a business, you own a job. Now, being a pilot, let me put this to you in pilot terms. See, a captain, they don't manually fly the plane from takeoff to landing. You know what we rely on? Checklists, procedures, and instruments. Do you know why? Because consistency is what keeps people safe. Delegation works the same way. You don't need to watch every move that's going on in your business. You need to know the instruments are reading correctly for you to take in the information. See, quality isn't controlled by hovering over someone. It's controlled by system design. Now, here is how you actually delegate without having to lose quality. First thing you got to do is you've got to define the standard. Not, hey, just do your best. You have to define what excellent actually looks like. We're talking speed, accuracy, tone, deadline. Next, you've got to learn how to document the process, right? You got to have checklists, SOPs, video education tutorials. See, if it only lives in your head, it can't be delegated. Next, you've got to train for repetition. One explanation, I've got to tell you, it's not training. Training is repetition over and over again until consistency shows up. Next thing you got to do is you've got to measure that output. Quality is protected through things like KPIs, scorecards, reviews. Remember, what gets measured is what actually gets maintained. Now, how to let go without backing off? See, this is where actually most owners mess up. They swing from micromanaging to just poof, disappearing. And guess what happens? Both kill the quality and instead you create checkpoints. Create weekly reviews, random audits, clear feedback loops. You don't hover, you verify. Trust is built through visibility, not blind faith. So when should you step back in, right? That's a better question. See, delegation doesn't mean tolerance, because if quality drops, you don't get emotional. What you should get is curious. Is the standard unclear? I would ask, is the process broken? Is training incomplete. See, you need to fix the system way before you blame the person. Most performance problems are system problems in disguise. So here's the truth. Delegation, it doesn't cost you quality. Bad delegation does. When you control the standard, the process, and the measurement tools, guess what? You can now let go without letting go of excellence. And that is how real leaders can actually scale your business. That's how businesses grow, and that is how you get your time back. Now, if this hits home to you, do me a favor. Drop a comment below and tell me what task you're struggling to delegate right now. And if you want to keep and you want help building your systems that allow you to delegate with confidence, without fear, without micromanaging, then join me in my En route coaching program. Let's talk and see how we can help you. That is where we actually install proven delegation systems that protect quality without freeing you from the day-to-day. Take care.